Well, I have some news for you.
Oh, please.
Let me read this.
Please
Let me
tell
read
me.
this from Twitter.
Oh no.
Because that's where I get all my information.
I'm scared.
No, it's literally nothing.
Who was scared?
Okay, wait. Oh my god, where did it go? Oh, I screenshotted it. Just for you. Alright, it reads, Lana Del Rey announces that her next album is her 9th album. It will have sounds and lyrics just like her previous albums. And that's all I got.
You know
It
what?
just made me laugh.
I am happy for her.
I'm wondering if like she actually announced that.
She was like, it will be the
or
same as
it's
my
just like a
previous
joke
ones.
because it was Pop Crave that posted it, and like, you know, they always post like music stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not on social media. She has like a secret social media Instagram
Sure.
thing. I think it's like something related to Honeymoon. So I'm wondering if she posted something on that saying, you know what? Hey guys, 9th album coming.
It
songs
will
and
be
lyrics.
the same. The songs and the lyrics will be the same as the previous albums. You know, I have to say we love consistency. We love keeping the fans in the loop. So power to her.
Yeah,
Power
that's
to her
all
on
I got.
that one.
That's all I got on Lana news.
Okay, well, you know what you and I never talked about?
What?
Like, we texted about it, but we never actually talked about it.
What?
Taylor being engaged.
Oh, did we never talk about it?
No.
I feel like we talked about it.
What are your thoughts?
She hasn't. Well, I've seen so many. Everyone on Twitter is like, "Don't say anything until she talks about it."
Oh, I'm so sorry, Taylor.
Well, you know, not the bread just
Um,
falling from the sky.
A pack of Hawaiian rolls did just fall from the top of our fridge, so.
But I feel like we can talk speculation.
I
think
think
okay.
I think they've been engaged for longer than just like last month.
Oh, was this last month?
Yeah.
Well, how do we think he did it?
I mean, I cannot claim to know a single thing about Joe Alwyn or his.
Have you seen any movie he's in?
I've seen The Favorite.
He's in The Favorite.
I've seen The Favorite.
He's in Boy Erased.
I've never seen Boy Erased.
And he's in that new show with the
So sorry, Troye Sivan, if you're listening. I'll watch it eventually.
Watch what?
Wait, is he in Boy Erased?
Oh, he is.
Oh,
Troye Sivan's in it for like a second.
Still, it was his. It wasn't his acting debut.
He has that new movie coming out.
Yeah, I want to watch it.
I was looking to see if it had good reviews, but like the reviews for it are nowhere to be found. I think it's just because it's so small.
Oh.
Like, I think it's just because it's such like a small movie that like,
yeah,
that's what we're gonna say. But I actually kind of would like to watch it.
Oh, me too. I think it just got released on streaming this week.
It's on Paramount Plus though.
We should watch it.
I don't. Do you have Paramount
I
Plus?
have Paramount Plus.
Wait, since when?
Wait, do I have Paramount Plus?
Wait, I think I bought Paramount Plus when the new iCarly came out. But wait, did you ever watch the new iCarly?
No, I did not.
Me and Hunter, my old roommate, watched it we watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes, and I've never seen it again.
Yeah. Love you, Jerry Trainer.
They had Miranda Miranda Cosgrove. Carly Shay is her name in the show.
Right. Of course, Miranda Shay. Sure, Carly Cosgrove.
Carly Cosgrove. But when she said something bitch, she said something bitch. I was like, oh my god. But I haven't watched it since then.
Yeah, I never even gave it a chance.
Oh, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't. You know what? We need a Jeanette McCurdy.
Good old Jeanette. She's never coming back to acting.
She's never going back to acting.
Mm-mm.
She was that scarred from iCarly.
I think it was more like.
And Sam and Cat.
Oh, this is really a downer of a subject, but she because she had like a one-woman show that she did recently, like in real life, and it ran for like quite a while, and it was about
like a live show.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it was about her mom dying. It was something like titled like My Mom Died or something like that, and like she did this whole one woman show about how she had an eating disorder like the whole time she was on iCarly.
I remember.
And like her mom kind of perpetuated that on accident, kind of. But anyway, she was just like, I'm never coming back to acting, like as like a celebrity actress. Like
poor Miss McCurdy.
I know, but she was killing that one woman show for a while.
Interesting.
It was on.
Was it in New York?
I think so.
Oh, we should have gone.
Might be misinformation. I'm not actually sure. I said that with such confidence.
No, I remember hearing that like she had an eating disorder on iCarly and stuff. But yeah, the reboot was nothing. Back to Paramount Plus though. I don't know if I have it. I can check though.
I think I have it. I would like to say, let the record show. I think I do have Paramount Plus.
Then we should watch 3 Months. I think it's called with Troye Sivan.
Yes.
Did he write it?
Right.
No, he's just.
No, I think, but he wrote a song for it.
Oh, I think he did the whole soundtrack.
The whole soundtrack?
Yeah, it's giving Jack Antonoff.
Okay.
Love Simon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should watch that and then discuss later.
Yes, absolutely. Also, we should introduce ourselves.
Oh, okay. You can go first.
Hi, I'm Nick.
I'm Colin, and I don't even know what we're calling this podcast at the time.
We did have a running list of like 30 to 40 names.
So when did we name it Juice Box?
Okay, moving on from that. I think we settled.
Juice Box.
We've settled on the in-betweens.
Yeah.
So welcome to the In-Betweens
Welcome
podcast.
to the In-Betweens podcast. Where we'll be talking about pop culture, life in our 20s. We both just moved to LA.
Oh, we figured.
Say it.
What?
Say it. I know you want to.
What's missing in this world? I think it would be a podcast started by two 20-somethings that just moved to Los Angeles, that are trying to get into the entertainment industry.
We're trying to be in the film industry. So this is new. This is new content.
This is new content, never been done before, never been seen before. We're filling a hole. We're filling a gap.
The void.
The void. Absolutely. But yeah, we wanted to start this podcast just because we sit here and talk for hours anyways.
Well, actually, yeah, we either talk or watch endless amounts of TV.
Right, which right now we are on season 2, about to be
How to
season
Get With
3
Murder.
of How to Get Away with Murder.
Which, let the record state that Viola Davis acts circles.
Oh, the actress of her generation. She is.
Did we look up? She's the 6th most.
Yeah, the sixth highest paid black actress in Hollywood.
Like she should just be the
highest paid actress in Hollywood. Yeah, 100%. The wig comes off, you know it's about to be real. In
season 1?
I want to know who did that to her, and I want to know why they did that to her.
When she gives her Oscar speech for Fences, and which was I guess about in the same time as season 1, she's still like she's wearing that wig. So I wonder if
maybe it was her choice, was just hers. And someone was like, "Girl, that thing ages you." Because if for those of you that don't know, Viola Davis wears a wig that's basically a pixie cut situation. Yeah. It's really bad. It has an intense bang in the front. She looks a lot better.
But I swear she changes wigs again later in the season.
Oh, I mean, I love that for her. She should always change wigs, do whatever she wants with her hair, but just it was doing her dirty. It really made her look a lot older than she was, and I'm glad they changed it for her.
Speaking of, backtrack a little bit. What I said. Oh my God.
Are you okay?
Do you ever have that feeling when like you're trying to swallow and then you can't breathe and you're trying to talk? Oh, okay. I think it's an acid reflux thing.
I'm so sorry.
Speaking of Viola Davis Oscars, did you hear about the stuff with the Oscars?
Oh, yes.
Because I don't know if we talked about this enough in detail. But let me read something. Food for thought.
Oh, okay.
That these are all the awards that will not be presented at the Oscars this year.
Right.
Animated short, documentary short, live action short, film editing, makeup and hairstyling, original score, production design, and sound.
That's a lot.
That's 8 of, 23, I think?
Yeah, there's not a lot.
What are they going to do? What are they trying to do with the other?
I don't know. Like, who? I don't understand who makes these decisions. I heard, aren't the best score nominees boycotting or something? Yeah. And you know what? As they should.
I mean, what were they even, what are they, just trying to join a Zoom or something?
Like, why, editing, cinematography, score, all those things are massive parts.
Well, I just think the Oscars in the film industry are held to such a high standard of the biggest achievement, and you're taking away that person's moment.
Yeah.
To get their Oscar.
Yeah.
On stage, on live television.
You're giving them the award, just give them the award. I don't understand.
They want the views, but I feel you don't even watch the Oscars and you're a movie fan. Let me expose you right now.
I mean, yes, I've never been a big fan of award shows, but I know that the Oscars mean a lot to the people that are nominated.
Yeah, sure. But it's just they're trying to cater to people maybe like you that don't always watch them, but maybe would. And so
when I do watch award shows, I literally only watch for the speeches.
Yeah, they're adding musical numbers. They're giving Amy Schumer more time to talk, and why?
No, give me Olivia Colman's acceptance speech. No, yeah. That's what I want to see.
Have you seen Emma Stone's acceptance speech?
No.
I watch acceptance speeches ever so often.
I love that for you.
It's just a moment.
Right, of course.
You should watch Emma Stone since you're such a big
fan.
Oh,
absolutely.
And Viola Davis is really good. We should watch it later.
Okay.
She eats. She eats with a pixie cut wig.
You know what? I love that for her. If that's what makes her feel confident, then you know what? She owns that pixie cut wig.
She's in a red dress too.
She is the only one that can pull that off, and I respect her for it. I respect her for that. I have something for you. Something that's specifically
Me?
One of your niche interests. Have you heard the Selena Gomez conspiracy theory?
What?
This is old. This is like
I'm feeling uncomfortable.
okay.
I don't like to talk bad about my girl.
No. It's nothing. Well, it's not necessarily. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's like it's there. Also, there's no way that it's true.
Okay.
Like there's simply no way that it's true.
I have anxiety right now for some reason.
So our Queen Miss Gomez had a kidney transplant.
Yeah.
Well, there's this conspiracy theory. I wish I should have looked up the name of the girl before I said this. While I talk, I'll look it up so I can, because I feel like she deserves to have her name said. Basically, the story is, according to the conspiracy theorists, the story is that her best friend at the time donated her kidney.
Yeah.
Because Selena needed a transplant.
Yes.
Because
I know
of her
all this
lupus.
information.
Right.
Yes. I follow her.
Yes.
I keep up with her.
Mm-hmm. But around the same time, there was like people were like, that's so suspicious. Like it's so rare to find a match for a kidney. Like it's so random and like rare and lucky that her best friend would be a match. Like that just doesn't make sense. I can't. I'm not gonna be able to find it. I'll put the name on the screen if I can find it.
Okay.
For the YouTube video. But basically, around the same time she got her transplant done, I think in Chicago. Mm-hmm. And around that same time, there was a young girl that was discovered, or maybe like young woman, that was discovered dead in a hotel in Chicago, like very close to the hospital, and like there was like this whole conspiracy theory that like that hotel was known for being like a site for like organ like trafficking. And so there was this huge conspiracy theory that Selena paid a lot of money to get an organ from the black market from a random girl, and she was killed. And that her best friend didn't actually give it to her. Now, I don't believe this for a second. I saw it on TikTok, and the girl that was telling it, she was like, I don't believe this for a second. I just know that it was a theory.
I've not heard this.
I might be making this up.
I don't like you bashing Miss Gomez right now.
No. I'm not bashing her. I love her. I literally love her.
Then don't spread lies on the internet.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Let's strike that all from the record.
Literally. Like, we don't believe any of that.
But it's just crazy that people do. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I mean, people will try to tear down any queens.
You're right.
I asked someone the other day, like, are you gatekeep, girlboss, or gaslight? And they were like, what does that mean?
Just so the public is aware, I'm gatekeep, and Collin is gaslight.
Let me read this. Actually, I'm all three.
But I would say your strongest
let me see what
is gaslight.
No, my strongest is definitely gaslight, and then probably girlboss, and then gatekeep. And I feel like that's probably we mix well, is that you hold up the gatekeep.
Right.
While I'll hold up the others.
I am the gatekeeper. I do not want to let them know.
The keyboard.
I have a special Bluetooth / corded typewriter keyboard, and I found out about it a few months before Christmas, and I knew I was going to ask for it for Christmas, and I refused to tell Collin what I was asking for Christmas because I didn't want him to get it before I did, and now I own it. So
I used it all day today, and I was on FaceTime earlier, and I was typing on it, and Matt was like, "You sound like you're doing something professional," and I was just typing away, clicking.
Oh, it just makes you feel like a writer.
No, it does. I was. What was I even writing? I was literally not writing. I was texting.
With the keyboard?
Well, like I was on my computer.
That's a very artistic.
No, it was. I just
form
like
of communication.
I just like the sound of it.
Oh yeah. Speaking of writing, you little writer, why don't you talk about film school? What you're doing here?
Yeah. Okay, now go.
For anyone wondering, we did have a brief technical difficulties intermission.
You know, literally figuring out podcast mics is my worst nightmare.
I would like everyone to know that we have attempted to film this. Is this the third time now or fourth?
Third. We've done it twice all the way through, and we had to scrap that. And then we tried filming the other night, but then our mics weren't working. Never buy USB mics.
Never buy. If you're
all I gotta say.
If you're gonna film a podcast with multiple people, don't buy a USB condenser mic.
If we ever want to have a guest, the fact that we'll have to buy another mic is haunting.
We're really trying here. Anyways.
Let's try to pick off where we left off, I guess.
Oh, I was asking you to tell us about you being a little writer in film school.
See, when someone asks that, I literally don't know what to say. Like, it's literally like if someone asked me how LA is, I'd be like, the weather's great.
Yeah. I mean, anytime I don't know anything about me. If somebody asked me like, what's your special skill? Actually, I have
do
an
you
answer
remember?
to that.
Wait, what?
Being able to identify any Taylor Swift song in the first 10
Okay,
seconds.
okay. Ew. You wouldn't want to say that to a crowd of people.
No, I literally would. I'm a proud Swiftie.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. More than you.
But yeah, I mean, film school's. I mean, it's like different than I thought it would be. I don't know what I was expecting, but like I feel like when you expect something, it's always gonna be the opposite or just a completely different version of that. So it all felt new, but like at the same time, it was school, so it was like the same feeling of like meeting new people.
Yeah.
And, it like felt like almost like a reset.
Yeah.
Of college, like undergrad college.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a weird feeling because I feel like through classes and undergrad, I didn't make that many friends.
Mhm.
Like you are literally one of my only friends I made from like class.
Yeah, same.
I mean, like I had class friends, but like those are just the people you text about school stuff.
Right, yeah. I don't even know how we transitioned to out of school friends, which I don't know if this
Hey,
was
your friend's
said-
pretty.
Oh, yeah, that's how it was. I don't remember if we already said this, but we went to college together for undergrad.
No, I don't think we did.
Okay, yeah, we went to
We had our freshman year first semester class together.
yes, Comm 101 because we were both comm majors. We went to Texas A&M, gig 'em Aggies, whoop.
I think I did that in the first time we recorded this, and you shunned me for it.
Oh no, you did it about LMU. You said LMU, woo.
Hey, my god. I take it back.
Brittany Broski.
You just had
love
to do
you.
it.
Anyways,
But yeah,
gig 'em Aggies.
yeah, like school is just like a weird thing of transitioning your first year and like actually, which I feel like I've actually made friends now that like are stronger than any friends I made in undergrad, which is
Yeah.
nice. But also I think it's because we're all like focused on the same thing.
And I feel like when I went to a high school that was like extremely like project based. Like everything we did
I don't
in every
understand
class.
that. Every time you say that, I'm really like, what does that mean?
Everything we did in every class like was basically a project, and so I feel like that's why like we like all of my people that were in the same like types of classes, we got like super close because
Yeah.
like we had to spend time outside of school working on
Yeah.
projects like all the time. So I feel like it's similar because like in film school you guys are working on like projects, you know,
Yeah.
and like
Well, it's also like just like very heavy discussions always,
Yeah.
like especially with like screenwriting and stuff. Like we're always giving each other input and like always asking for each other's help. So it's different than just like going to class, not talking, sitting in the back,
Oh, yeah.
taking notes, being completely distracted.
I would
and then
intentionally
leaving.
pick the seat that didn't have anybody on either side of it so that I wouldn't have
Oh,
to
I mean, me too. Just because
Yeah.
I wanted arm room.
Oh no, for me it was because I didn't want to have to speak to anyone.
Oh, I feel like in most of my classes, I like always would have like one person that I talked to. Like they were my class friend.
Yeah.
Like there was this one girl in my film analysis class. I didn't even know that poor girl's name. If I saw her on the street.
If I saw,
But like
I
we
wouldn't
talked
recognize her.
every Tuesday, Thursday about movies and stuff. But like
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you her name.
Yeah, I had some people like that. Except I am actually like I retain. Okay, this is weird because like in real life, like
This is not real life.
Okay, let me rewind. Like I always tell people like in real life, I'm like, "Oh, I'm terrible with names." Which is like kind of true. Like if I like now I feel like if I meet somebody and like we're introducing ourselves to like each other, I'm so focused on like introducing myself that
Yeah.
I don't absorb their
Oh, completely.
name. But once I know someone's name, I will never forget it. Like I remember like the names, like I don't know, it's like even somebody that I've seen on Instagram one time. If I were to see them in public, I would know who they were. Like I would know what their name was, which is so creepy, I feel like. Because I feel like there's been
Slightly.
times where like I've met someone in real life for the first time and I already know who they are because like I've seen their
It's
Instagram
literally the worst feeling.
one time and I just remember their name. But I do in like literally all the time I'm like, oh, I don't know his name. I'm terrible with names. I do it at work all the time. But to be fair, there is a lot of people and I'm always so focused on introducing myself that I just don't.
I mean, that's literally me right now. As you're talking, I'm trying to think of what to say next. So, but it's just
Me.
something you said came to mind, and I just lost it. And what were you just talking about? Like, I literally don't even remember. I'm so sorry. Oh, I remember. Like, just when you were talking about that, like the idea of like meeting someone for the first time, like from internet social media and then in
Mhm.
person is such a weird feeling.
Oh, it's terrible, especially if you're not sure that they're gonna recognize
Also,
you.
me trying to see you between the
I know.
mic setup, I'm literally like, what? Hey.
No, it's the worst feeling, like trying to decide if you should act like you know them if you've never met in real life.
Well, I feel like that's also what's like hard for us to meet people here is like if we meet people online through like Facebook groups or like just dating apps or something, you
Yeah.
know, like you meet them online for the first time, and so meeting them in person is like 10 times worse
Oh, for sure.
than just like meeting someone naturally in
Yeah.
person.
It's worse too. I feel like if you have arranged to meet, it's a little bit easier. But if you just run into them,
Well, I don't know if I
somewhere-
would talk. I mean, maybe.
I mean, it really depends. It depends, first of all, what kind of headspace I'm in. Because
Yeah.
there are days when I genuinely, like, I wake up and I'm like, I know I'm going to be awkward today. Like, this is like, I know anytime I see somebody in the hallways at work,
I mean, I guess I get that.
It's-
Sometimes I'm like literally so confident in myself.
But yeah, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, this is a good day. And so, like, if I saw somebody that I thought, like, I knew, like,
Yeah.
just at a random thing and I was having a confident day, I would go up to them and I would be like, hey, you're so-and-so, right? And if they're like, who are you? I wouldn't be phased and I would just, like,
Yeah.
introduce myself. But it really depends. Like, I have off days sometimes.
I don't know if mine depends on the day, more just like the situation or who I'm with. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm with someone that I feel confident around or like hypes me up in that way, then like I'm like a very confident person.
Mhm.
But it was like when we were watching 8th grade the other night, every time I watch it, I always think about when she's giving the confidence spiel. And I'm like,
What's the confidence spiel?
And she's talking about like how no one's confident and you just like have to
Oh.
be confident.
See, I was thinking about that today. Today, in my head, I was like, maybe I'm just going to decide to be confident.
That's literally what she says in the movie.
Like, I really think I'm almost to that point because I've never been a super confident person.
Yeah.
Like, there's times and there's days when I'm like, I'm going to be confident today, but I don't know if I could ever really say that I've like been confident in myself.
I
Do
feel
you know
like
what
for
I mean?
me, it's like being confident socially is like where I lack.
Yeah, like I'm confident in my abilities in
And like
in a
in
lot
myself
of different ways.
and like and whatnot, but like it's I guess my social abilities.
Yeah.
I literally like when I was leaving school the other day and like I ran into some people and like I felt the awkwardness from me. I
Yeah.
felt it was oozing off me.
That happens to me a lot.
And like I was trying to go home and it was just like it was just one of those situations where it's like, how do I end this conversation normally?
Yeah.
And then on my whole walk to my car I was like, I did not end that conversation normally.
Been there.
And
babe.
they were
Don't
probably
worry.
like, he was weird.
See, and it's worse because like I have like an office job, right? And so like there's like a lot of people
Yeah.
like, that are new because everybody used to work from home and now they're starting to be there, and I'm like
Ah.
I am the worst
Not new people.
with passing interactions. Like if you're walking
It's just a
by,
hey.
but like today, and it's so funny when you can tell that it's coming from somebody else too. Like it's not just you that feels awkward.
Yeah.
Like today, I was coming back from doing something, and one of the guys that like I kind of know him, like I've done things for him a couple times, so like he knows me.
Yeah.
But like he was walking to the bathroom, and I was walking into the office, and we like saw each other when we were still so far apart. And so
Oh,
I
that's the
waved, and I was
worst.
like, "Hi," and he was like, "Hey, Michaela," and then he like paused for a second, and he was like, "How are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm good. How are you?" And he goes, "Not bad." And then we were already passing each other, so he couldn't continue. And I was like, good. And then we both laughed so awkwardly because, like, obviously he said not bad. And so, I don't know. It was just, but it's like when you can tell that the other person
Yeah.
feels awkward, it's not as bad.
That's
like, if
me
it's
with,
you
like-
making it weird, it sucks.
Me with like everyone in this building.
Oh, yeah.
Like literally, I will avoid an
Mhm.
elevator ride with someone like on my life. Like if
Oh,
I hear
yep.
someone come in, I'm pressing that button. Or if I see someone, I'll wait.
Yeah.
But it happened to me. I mean, sometimes it's just inevitable.
Mhm.
And so when I earlier when I went to go get the mail and I came back, the guy with the dog was in the elevator.
Yeah. Oh, I love
And
him.
I was like, he's really nice. And so I was like, I should talk to him. Like, I held the door, like, the elevator for him. So, like, I knew I was going to be on the elevator with him. We already said hi.
Mhm.
And so, and his dog was there. So
Of
it was like,
course.
I can't just stand there and not talk to the dog.
Not pet the dog. Are you crazy? Come on.
I mean, I'm not like a huge dog person, but like, I'll pet the dog.
Right, of course.
But his dog was being crazy. So I had to say something. So I was like, oh, you went on a walk, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I went on a walk earlier. And he was like, yeah, I just really need to get rid of the negative energy. And I was like, oh my God. I was like,
No.
I was like, do I ask him if he's okay? And then he just got off the elevator to his little
Oh,
lad.
bye, King.
So I wonder how he's doing.
I hope he's doing
But his
well.
dog is really sweet.
His dog's name is Archie.
He's cute.
He's really
But literally, me with any of the neighbors,
yeah.
like with Miranda, I finally feel comfortable saying hi now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And there's like the thing is like they've always been nice from the beginning.
I think it's just my
But
awkwardness.
I'm just so awkward. Like if literally any passing interaction.
I think about
is
this sometimes.
terrible.
Like back when you first moved in, because she moved in before me, and you were texting me like, "Oh, there's like a cute guy here" or something.
Mm-hmm. I don't
What
remember
happened
this,
to him?
but sure.
You were moving in with your dad, and you said you were getting really mad at your dad, and you're like, there was a guy.
Oh, because the elevator was broken.
Yeah.
When I was moving in, and my dad was doing.
But where's
something.
the guy?
I don't know. Maybe he was just visiting someone.
Oh.
Because I do remember there being a cute guy, but I don't.
I remember you texting me. We could probably find it in our text. You being like, "I'm really mad at my dad, but there's this cute guy like that was waiting to go up the stairs."
He was behind us when we were carrying something upstairs, and it was really uncomfortable because we had to go up a lot of stairs, and he was stuck, and my dad was being like, really...
I wonder what happened to him.
I don't know.
Mystery
I wonder if he ever
man.
thinks about that.
So, since we moved to LA, I feel like it's so. What's the word? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's like not childish of us to like be keeping track of who we see.
Oh, but no, I know like because I listen to a lot of podcasts, right? And
I don't listen to any.
Okay, well I do. So don't worry, I got you covered. But like one of the podcasts I listen to is Zane and Heath Unfiltered, and Zane and Heath are members of the Vlog Squad, so they're like famous. Like,
yeah.
I mean, not famous, yeah, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah,
in the YouTube internet
famous?
world, they are very, very successful. And like they on their podcast they've talked about like celebrity encounters they've had, because like I feel like regardless of like where you are like on like this like totem pole of celebrity, like there's always going to be someone that's like higher up than you, or just somebody that you admire, like, and like there's always a chance you're going to get like starstruck, even if they're like even if you know that they're just another person. It's just like something about like seeing someone that you've only ever like seen in the context of like really admiring them, or like thinking they're so cool, and then just like seeing them doing something so normal like grocery shopping or something. Like,
I've never seen any celebrities grocery shopping.
I haven't either, but I know this girl that I follow sees Adam Scott at the grocery store all the time, and I'm really jealous.
Oh my god, who's Adam Scott?
You're not a Parks and Rec stan.
Oh, I was thinking of the guy from Pitch Perfect.
Skylar Astin?
No, the other
Ben
guy.
Platt?
No, the other one.
Adam Levine?
Yes.
No.
Wait.
Divine.
Oh.
Devine.
I thought.
Oh my god,
Devine.
I'm so embarrassed.
Not Adam Levine and me saying yes. Adam Levine was in Pitch Perfect.
Adam Levine is Maroon 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, getting really turned around here.
But celebrity encounters that we've seen since we moved here. Did you see anyone before I got here?
No.
So the first one you saw was Olivia Jade at Melrose?
Yes, I did see Olivia Jade at Melrose. Tiny little girl. So small.
Every celebrity is so tiny. When I saw
so
Sabrina
small.
Carpenter on Melrose Street,
Mm-hmm.
she literally walked past me, and like I did a double take of how tiny she was.
Yeah. I don't know what it, like, I believe, like, even seeing Sabrina Carpenter and stuff, though, like, she looks tiny. Like,
I guess.
Like, I watched her in that movie.
Well,
She
you
was
watched
in, like,
All of Girls Meets World.
That's true, and she was, like, little in that. Or, like, supposed to be little. Like, she
Yeah.
was supposed to be, like, 13.
Oh my
And
gosh,
then,
really?
like, yeah, because they're, like, in middle school. And she also did this, like, dance movie that I watched, like, last summer. Or sometime recently with, what's the guy's name?
What dance
Jordan
movie?
Fisher, maybe?
Oh, yeah, I know Jordan Fisher.
Yeah. They were in, like, a dance movie where they were love interests. And, like, when they were dancing together, I was like, oh my god, she is so small.
In
So,
person,
like,
she's tinier.
So that's, like, how I was, like, that doesn't surprise me. But, like, Olivia Jade, she's, like, an influencer, so you only ever see her in the context of, like, Instagram pictures where you have nothing to, like, compare, you know?
Yeah.
And I also didn't even really recognize her when I first saw her. Like, it had to, like, it kind of sunk in for a second. And then my friend Kristen... Okay. It had to, like, sink in for a second. And then I was like, wait, that girl was famous. And then... But I mean, that wasn't one where I was like starstruck. It was just like, whoa, that was my first like.
I think the
famous
most
person.
starstruck I was with Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
Like the fact that I wandered off and then you and Cameron texted me, Sydney Sweeney.
I was so scared you weren't gonna see her. I was so scared she was gonna disappear. I was like, Collin would never recover.
I don't think I would.
He didn't get a chance to see her, and we did.
I think I think that's the gatekeep in me.
It is. It is.
Like I
Absolutely.
was.
I texted him in all caps. I said, Sydney Sweeney, where are you?
I was so turned around.
Cameron immediately grabs his phone. Where's Collin? Who's calling you? Like, where'd he go?
I was so scared. But don't worry, I did see her.
He did interrupt her eating a donut to ask for a picture. Don't worry. She did take a
She
bite out
wa-
of the donut, and then he said, "Hey, can I get a picture?" And she
It was a
said,
donut hole.
Sure.
She literally picked up her donut hole, took a bite, and I said, "Can I get a picture?"
And she said,
I'm so sorry, Sydney Sweeney. I'm
was really
so
nice
sorry,
about it,
Queen. She's
though.
so nice. Speaking of Sydney Sweeney, Euphoria.
"Oh yes. What about Euphoria?"
Just the fact that I'm so fucking tired of people talking shit about season 2.
People are entitled to their opinions.
Let's cut the podcast there. But like, why does everyone need to post their negative opinion? Like, I feel like half of things I see on Twitter are just negative opinions. Like, where are the positive opinions?
Well, I
Like,
feel
where's the
like-
positive feedback on anything in general?
Yeah, there is like I feel like a lot more negative feedback about like things in
Everyone's
general.
negative.
But I will say like because it's weird because like obviously like I didn't go into season 2 like hoping it would be bad obviously because like I really enjoyed the first season.
Yeah.
And so it's not like I was going into it like wanting to dislike it. And so I think the fact that I did like not that I dislike it. I still think it's like entertaining. I just feel like it's like overall like weaker than the
Yeah.
first season. And so it's just like a little disappointing when something you liked so much doesn't meet your expectations.
Yeah, I just think it's annoying for like when I was talking, like people in class were talking about it the other day, and someone was like, "Yeah, season 2 is just like not as good," and someone was like, "Oh, thank God." I'm like,
See,
what?
that's a bad attitude to have. But I feel like also it makes a difference like how much of a fan you are of something because like the same thing I just realized the same thing happened to me with Stranger Things. Like I know like objectively I know like season 1 is the strongest season of Stranger Things, but I didn't think that the other seasons were bad. And I see a lot of opinions online of people saying that they're bad.
I've only seen season 1, so I really have
Really?
no opinion.
I mean, and I think it's one of those things where people are like, "Oh, it's too much of a good thing. They should have just ended it." But I think it's like fun that they
I
want to
thought they
explore.
were. Well, I thought they were stopping it after season 4, and now they're doing a season 5.
Yeah, like they released a statement saying like they realized that like they had planned out the story from the beginning, but they
For
realized
5 seasons.
well, they had just planned out the story
Yeah.
and they realized they couldn't finish the story in 4 seasons. So they had to do one more to like wrap up the story that they'd planned.
From the beginning.
Yeah, like the way
Interesting.
that they'd planned the
Should
whole
we
thing
watch
to
it?
go. I'm going to watch it. 100%.
No, like all of it over.
Yes.
I don't know.
I've watched it so many times.
Something about Millie Bobby Brown.
I mean, cut her some slack.
What is she singing? You may say I'm a dreamer.
Classic.
I think we just peaked
Classic.
the mics.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, something about her just bothers me.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, I feel like most
She's
younger
given,
actors.
Like, there's just some actors that like Keira Knightley. Like I can't watch and enjoy.
But Kira is literally incredible. She's an incredible actress.
I feel like some people say that about Millie.
I mean,
Millie Bobby?
I would say like I think that Millie does a really good job, like with the character she's given in season 1 of Stranger Things. Like I believe her. I think her performance is really good.
I've also
for how
never
old
seen
she
her in
was.
anything. Is she in anything else?
She's in those like Enola Holmes.
I knew you were gonna say
movies,
that.
but I've
That
never,
came to mind immediately.
I've never seen
and it's something my
them.
parents watch.
Yeah,
They're like the new season's coming out. I'm like, Queens.
I think it's a movie.
No, it's like it was a limited series, but now it's like a season. There's season 2 happening now.
I think it's just a sequel movie.
It's a movie.
I'm pretty sure.
It's a movie.
Okay.
I really thought it was a TV show.
It's a movie, but I've never watched it.
Interesting. I won't be watching it. Sorry, Millie.
Sorry,
Bobby-
Millie.
Millie
Bobby
Bobby.
Brown. I cannot believe that Millie Bobby Brown and Olivia Rodrigo are only 1 year apart in age.
For some reason, I feel like I don't know who I would think is. Who do you think's older? Who's older in your head?
Olivia, but I think that's just because in my head,
Really?
Millie Bobby Brown is still 13 years old.
See, in my head, like I watched season 1 of Stranger Things. When did that come out?
When we were in freshman year of college.
No, that was when season 2 came out.
Oh.
So I guess it was senior year of high school.
Yeah.
Like that feels so long ago that it feels like Millie Bobby is so much older now.
Like in my head, I know that they're older. Like all of those kids are older now. But I think because like it's kind of like when I first saw Millie Bobby Brown, she was that young, right? So
Yeah.
that's like and when I first saw Olivia, she was older. And like I'm even still shocked
Well, Olivia
that
was only
Olivia's
17 when you
I
met
know,
her,
but
though.
she was old. Oh my god.
Is it happening to you now?
Yeah. She was older when
Yeah.
I first saw her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even though it wasn't that much older, I still like it's weird like when different pieces of art are like made at different times, but in your head it just seems like everything's happening at the same time, and they're not even that much younger than us.
It was like I saw this on Twitter, like something about, is it Actually, I'm gonna take back what I'm saying.
Basically, it's weird to me that celebrities are really close in age when I first met them at a different time.
Not you meeting them.
Oh.
Parasocial
Oh
relationship.
wait, also I just want the world to know I saw Chris Pine. Watched him eat a chocolate croissant.
Okay.
Saw him on the street, recognized him by his piercing blue eyes. Didn't want to disrupt his morning, so I didn't say hi.
I think Christopher Abbott's the better Chris.
I literally don't know who Christopher Abbott is.
Justice for Christopher Abbott.
Chris Pine is the best Hollywood Chris. Okay, I have a game, a little game segment that we can.
I thought you said it wasn't a game.
Okay, it's not a game. It's
I hate
just
games.
It's something I saw on TikTok.
Okay.
And it's like this guy's whole shtick. So I'm gonna put his @ in the video. I think it's, I don't know how to say it. Kairos HQ. Anyways, that's his TikTok @.
Not Kairos.
And he does this thing. You might have seen it, called Bop or Flop.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I don't think I have.
I'm gonna say something and you have to tell me if it's a bop or a flop.
Okay, do I have to like explain on why it's
A little
flop?
bit, just a little bit.
Okay, are we gonna go back and forth?
Sure.
Okay. Let me do mine first so I can get an example of
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Literally anything? Like I feel like I'm when I'm
No,
saying
yeah,
this
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
Okay, candles.
Bop. 100% bop. I always have a candle lit in my room. Are you kidding?
Do you?
They
'Cause I've
add to the
actually never
ambiance.
seen a candle lit in your room.
I literally always have a candle lit in my room.
I've literally never seen a
There's
candle
one
lit.
on my desk.
I've never
It's
s-
balsam fir from Bath and Body Works.
My new one, vanilla cupcake, goes off. Anyways.
Oh, absolutely. Candles bop. 100%.
Okay.
Penguins?
Bop.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want to know the reason for this.
Yes,
is because
I do. Tell
It's
me.
because when we first moved in here, when we were on the YouTube, and it was what was it?
We opened the guest YouTube account, like,
Yeah, yeah.
and just on the TV, like, in our living room. And someone had searched, how are penguins
Still
still
alive?
alive?
How are
like
penguins
that.
still alive? And it was just a video of penguins being silly.
Like, falling down and hurting themselves.
So, penguins are a bop, and for that reason only, everyone go watch that video on YouTube because it's really something.
It's really something.
Okay, this one might get into a heated debate.
Oh, no, I'm scared.
Lana Del Rey.
Oh, flop.
Wrong.
Oh, flop. In my opinion.
Okay, as you were just singing Blue Jeans earlier,
That's because you've been singing that for like 2 days straight.
and you were singing it.
It gets stuck in my head.
What's your number one song right now on Spotify? Stats.
Do you want me to look it up?
Well, you told me it the other night.
It was number 3. And it was a Lana song that I was playing while I was taking photos of Collin so he could be in the right headspace for it.
Anyways, you still listen to it. I feel like you listen to
Because
it
you-
outside of me.
I didn't.
Then you really don't listen to music enough.
No, I don't.
If it's your number 3 song.
I've noticed lately I've been driving to work in silence.
That's weird.
I don't know. I just keep forgetting to put music
If
on.
I'm like not on the phone, I'm listening to music. I'm like not really in silence unless I'm pissed off.
Oh. In the car or in general?
In the car.
Oh, okay. I just forget. Like, I'm very, like, mindless.
It's literally the first thing I do. I plug
Like,
my
I-
phone in and I play music.
I think I just get very lost in my head sometimes. And I'm like,
What are you thinking about,
I
Queens?
have no idea. Because my mind is blank most of the time, I feel. But I just, like, maybe I just, like, zone out. And also, like, I drive on autopilot to work, I feel like.
Lana Del Rey, Bob. Okay.
Lana Del Rey flop.
Your turn.
Indie folk music.
Give me an example.
Like something folky. Like, it's, like, almost country, but it's not.
Give me like an artist that I can like. Like, are we thinking like Bon Iver?
I don't know if he counts as folk, does he?
I would think, or like the Lumineers.
Yeah, something like that.
Bob.
Okay,
Like
absolutely.
October, 50-degree weather. Bob.
Real estate.
The Neighborhood.
I think the neighborhood's more alt than folk.
I literally have a playlist for it, so I definitely have to say Bob.
Okay, love that for you.
Okay, water bottles.
Bop. Although I have to say I am dehydrated 95% of the time.
Yeah, you need to drink more water.
Yeah.
My lips are literally always chapped. Do you believe in the myth that if you use chapstick, your lips get more chapped?
Yeah.
You do believe in it?
Yeah, they put stuff in chapstick.
But then what do you put chapstick on?
Yeah, but my lips are always chapped.
I need like what is this the stuff Crystal has that like makes her lips big?
Like a plumper?
Oh man, is that what it is?
Yeah, like
Do
a
I need some plumper?
Sure. Why not? I feel like we could both use lip plumper.
It's my bottom lip's fine.
Yeah. I have a small mouth anyways.
I have a big mouth.
You really do. Ah! You can put your whole fist in there.
Shall I try?
No.
Okay.
No, stop. He's trying to put his whole fist in his mouth. No, please take it out.
Oh my god, I can really do it. I can do
I
it.
like the way that looks. I literally couldn't even get 2 fingers inside my mouth anyways.
I'm gonna post a TikTok of this. Okay, your turn.
Speakers that look like rocks.
Flop?
I might say bop.
Like around a pool?
Yeah.
I guess I don't really have an opinion.
You have to bop or flop.
I know you really were trying to be creative with this.
I was
Well, I'm out
thinking
here
about it
saying
today.
water bottles and you're saying speakers that look like rocks? Like,
That's because I saw a quote from Modern Family today and it was about speakers that look like rocks.
Okay, just give me that. Butterflies.
Oh, bop. 100%. Give me a monarch butterfly any day of the week.
I love a monarch.
Arby's.
Flop.
Respect.
I've never been a fan.
No, flop.
I mean, I'll do Burger King.
Flop. I know if my friend Kevin or Kat heard me say Arby's flop, I would get some hate from them. So.
What do they even get from Arby's?
I don't know, something with a lot of meat. And some cheese sauce.
Not a cheese sauce.
Kat loves a cheese sauce.
I've been like dragged to Arby's multiple times, but like I can't get behind it. Like I'm more of a Freddy's.
Oh, I love a Freddy's frozen custard. Are you kidding?
Wait, is there a Freddy's near here?
I think it might just be a southern thing.
There's no way.
Wait, am I wrong?
I don't know.
I've only ever seen it in Texas.
I just want to put my fist in my mouth.
That's very odd.
Freddy's frozen custards. There's an hour away.
No way.
It's in
Y'all, if you've never been to Freddy's frozen
Freddy's frozen custard.
If you've never been to Freddy's frozen, oh my god, I can't say it. If you've never been to Freddy's frozen custard, this is my formal recommendation for you to do so. It is absolutely incredible. The fries delicious, the patties delicious. Never had the custard, but I'm sure it's good.
Me literally on Instagram doing this one.
Anyways, what's your next word?
Oh, that was it.
Oh, that was your last one?
Yeah.
Percy Jackson. You better answer this one correctly, King.
Actually, because you said Lana's a flop.
You never even.
Flop.
Oh my god. Well, when I work on the Percy Jackson show,
They're shooting in Vancouver.
One day I'll get there. Take your fist out of your mouth. Percy Jackson. I would like to go on record saying Percy Jackson is a bop. I almost just said flop, but it is a bop. And
I want to watch the movie again.
No offense to Mr. Logan Lerman. Love you, King. I think you're incredible. I gave that movie 2 stars on Letterboxd.
I don't think I have it rated.
One of the stars was for Logan Lerman alone. So it would have been a 1-star movie for me.
Well, let's get into the debate then. Marvel movies suck.
We don't have time to get into this today. Well, we'll discuss it some other time. I'm not even going to touch that one right now.
You're not going to touch it? I'm dating.
I'm not even going to touch that one right now. But Percy Jackson, get your fist out of your mouth.
I know how to make you uncomfortable now.
That's kind of like I can't say when people pop their knuckles.
Really? I do it all the time.
Stop! I know you're about to do it.
Let me do some ASMR.
Oh, it makes me like want to gag.
Every time I'm like talking to someone or like with someone like romantically, I guess, I always pop their knuckles.
That's kind of like the girls being like, "Oh, is my hand smaller than yours?"
Wait, low-key, that's my my hand's smaller than yours.
Can I pop your knuckles?
No, wait. Did I just expose that's literally what I do though.
Wait, that's so funny. I've never done the my hand smaller than yours thing. But I've also never flirted. So.
I've had it done to me, but I don't think
I'm
I've ever
sure.
done it. I'm the can I pop your knuckles?
Very interesting. Maybe
2 different walks of
I'll
life.
lock that one away.
No, you should. But
I wouldn't be able to. I don't even like my own knuckles popped.
Okay, then it's not your thing.
So I can't lock that away because I will never pull it back
out.
out.
No, you're my hand's smaller than yours.
I've never done that before though.
Well, maybe you should go on a date.
Anyways, so that's it for Bop or Flop. I really enjoyed that. Shout out
Was
to
that
Kairos
segment a
HQ.
bop or flop?
I think it was a bop.
Okay.
I love hearing people's opinions on things, which it's actually
I guess
really
so. Well,
interesting.
now that I know the segment, I feel like I can actually like think of things that like could spark conversation.
Yeah. I just like I used to think I didn't have opinions on things really. And I feel like recently I have developed more of my own opinions on
Interesting.
things.
I feel like I'm very opinionated.
You are. But I'm also like very much like if I'll have an opinion about something, but I'm very easily Not persuaded, but I can always see
Yeah.
like why someone would have a different opinion.
Literally every time we have an argument, and you like kind of concede to an extent.
Oh, I always can. Like I'll never claim that I'm 100% right about anything because I can always see like why someone would
See,
think
even
the
if
other
I
side.
think that, I won't say it.
See, I'm a conceder.
Because I'm a winner. I'm a winner queen.
But I feel like I can win with kindness.
I feel like you've never seen like how competitive I can be.
Girl, our little debates. I'm about to cry sometime. Oh no, we lost visual.
And we're back with the
Another
visual.
technical difficulty.
There's so many technical difficulties with podcasting. Like we
truly.
need to, if we ever had, which we don't have money, but
We will one day.
if we had, we don't even need money. We need a third friend.
We do. We do.
If we had a third friend to help us with camera, lighting, and sound,
we'd be set.
and they can get.
It's like, okay, this is, I know nobody really wants to hear the woes of getting a podcast started because they just want to hear the podcast, but
Okay, then don't talk about them.
well, I just want to say, it's so weird, like trying to start something new.
Well,
like,
I feel like we thought this would be easier than it is.
we literally came up with the idea, ordered mics that night, and thought we were going to be able to start the next day. So we've like recorded it 3 times, and it's just so interesting because I feel like every time we get a little bit more comfortable, we're still like finding our footing and figuring out like how this is going to work and like what it's going to be and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about this the other day. Like any podcast I've listened to, I always start with like the later episodes because they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like the early ones, like everyone's still kind of like figuring it out and stuff.
So I feel like no one's going to listen to this episode. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, there's a good chance. If you are, hey, love that you're here. So sorry you had to sit through this. I'm sure we're better by the time you're listening to this.
No, literally. Unless you're like Kat listening
right
to it
now.
the first night.
Yeah, Kat. Shout out Kat. The only person listening to it as soon as it's posted.
But also like, oh my god. Sometimes when I talk,
Strokes?
like I don't think there's anything more embarrassing than like being with a group of people or like in class or something and like fumbling on your words and then like someone repeating it to just extenuate that you fucked up your words.
Yeah. Also, when you mess up, like you're stumbling and then you're laughing at yourself and no one else is laughing. And you're like, oh, okay, that's the vibe.
No, the amount of time, like I'll be presenting stuff in class because I have to present so much and like, it's like I try to keep it like pretty like light, like just because like no one really wants to like hear me give a presentation about something.
Right.
Or, like unless like it's like a discussion. Like no one just wants to hear a presentation. So I try to be light, you know, little jokes here and there. But literally sometimes it's dead silence. And I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I hate that. There's literally no.
And like I try to laugh at myself like about like technical errors and literally it's
and people are like
crickets.
Yeah.
Crickets.
There's literally nothing worse.
But yeah, back to the podcast a little bit. Like another reason we wanted to start this was also because we wanted to make friends here.
Oh yeah. Oh, we didn't even talk about that.
No, we didn't.
Yeah. So obviously,
we're friendless.
We live in Los Angeles. We just moved here, and we like Colin has some school friends at this point, but
I have school friends.
he does.
Shout out school friends.
Shout out school friends, but I don't because I have a job and I'm like.
I feel like people make like. Like Hunter, like all of his friends where he is are work friends.
Well, that's like I feel like there's like you can luck out and you can make friends at work, but it depends what kind of work you're doing. Like my work, like there's only 2 people even close to my age, and we don't even speak really. Like sometimes, like me and my coworker Drew will go get coffee, but that's like then we sit in our offices by ourselves. All day. It's kind of like my old roommate Maddie. She works with like a bunch of people her age, and she hasn't made any friends because they're just not friendly. Yeah. So.
Maybe you need to quit.
Well, I will be eventually. This might eventually be a bi-coastal podcast. We can talk about that next time.
No, you're getting a replacement. There'll be someone else sitting in this seat.
We can have a third host. Anyways, no one wants to hear about the logistics of this.
But back to what I was saying, like we like we're 6 months ish. Oh my god. My 6 months passed and I didn't even realize.
It was a couple days ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the 21st.
No, we've both been here for over 6 months.
So we've both been here for over 6 months, and I mean, I have a couple friends outside of school.
Yeah, you do.
But like, we don't have a friend group or
don't.
anything. And you've only been out literally like.
I've been out twice.
That's
here.
it. And we've at the same place.
Yeah.
Like the same place, like West Hollywood. So we need recommendations on where to go out. We need food. Like I talked about earlier, we need thrifting recommendations.
I'm making a Facebook group also so we can get connected with some people. We want to have like people that are also kind of like in the same boat as us as like 20 somethings literally figuring life out, like ordinary people.
The in-betweens.
The in-betweens. Like, we want to have, like, guests on the pod and, like, talk about stuff. So
We just want to hang out.
yeah, we are putting the email for the podcast in the description.
My heart's beating because I know the camera's
about
gonna die.
We're trying to wrap this up. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. If you made it all the way to the end, please leave us a review. Give us a follow.
And yeah, we're gonna be posting these hopefully weekly.
Yeah,
and so
for sure.
Stay tuned. Or if you haven't even listened to this episode,
hey, welcome to the end, to the first episode. Yeah, let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about in the future. And
signing off.
Signing off. See you in the next one. Bye.